I'm always looking for that next level. Something that can naturally improve my performance without adding anything unnecessary to my body. Flow Pro by Cirrus Performance is my go-to for endurance and heart health. It's stimulant-free and uses natural ingredients that are 100% tested for purity. I feel focused and energized without the jitters or the crash, which makes a huge difference in both my training and my recovery. Since taking Flow Pro, I've noticed better stamina and a consistent energy flow whether I'm in the gym or just going throughout my day. If you're serious about optimizing your performance, Flow Pro is worth trying. It's clean, effective ingredients, and is backed by science. Plus, it's trusted by athletes just like me.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you haven't been here before, my name is Jimmy G. I help businesses bring their visions to life through videography and editing. And today I want to show you the behind the scenes of Dom's Flow ad video that we did for Cirrus Performance. The main goal here was to obviously create an ad so that we can bring more people to the website, more eyes on our best-selling product, which is the Flow Pro, non-stem liquid pre-workout. And so we did a storytelling aspect with a voiceover to just keep the viewer engaged. And now we're gonna hop in. I'm gonna show you the whole process. Let's go. All right, guys, so before any of the fancy editing stuff, you want to have a shot list when you are on site or at the location with your athlete or your subject. In this case, Cirrus has multiple products. So when I arrived on the property, it was obviously the gym. We went through a whole kind of sequence, right? Like him going into the gym, as you guys can see here, him pulling out products of each one of the products for Cirrus. Now the goal here was obviously the flow, but we batch shot so that we're able to use this other content for other repurposes of shorter form content for the social medias. So we always batch shoot. It's not like just a one and done type thing here, especially for Cirrus, because they got multiple products, like I stated. And they also offer like workout templates. So in this case scenario, shot list was definitely needed so that we could stay organized and be able to approach every minute efficiently. From there, after we got all their shots, I laid them all out here, as you guys can see. So then you go into the storyline, right? After you got all your B-roll, A-roll, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. I used my Flow ad video that I made for them as the template and then just plugged in the same shots essentially that I recorded for Dom in that template so that we could save time and we don't have to tell a whole new story. For example, here, the intro was Dom's walking in. We don't know who he is. He's the hero. Mind you, the voiceover isn't on here yet. This is just the shots. Then he sits down, he pulls something out of the bag, and then boom. We did a photo shot here because I actually forgot to record some of the Flow videos. That's why it's important to have a shot list, guys. So I used this instead with some sound effects as well. We'll go over to sound effects. And then it had him taking the Flow. Quality is kind of bad here because it's in proxy preferred. And then after this, the beat drops. It's him running. Him doing dynamic warm-up, the tone of the music switches up. And like I was stating before, I wanted to show you this. So here, it's like my old video of me running, and it's him doing a dynamic warm-up. It's kind of the same thing, yet not really, but it's giving me a guideline to plug in shots that I got of him and just place it over the template so that the workflow is a little bit smoother and faster, so I don't have to think of a storyline. But usually fitness storylines are the same, right? It's like the hero, the product that they're doing, the workout, the intensity, and then... Anyways, moving forward, so he's doing dynamic warm-up here. Let's go back to that storyline though, right? So he's running, boom, dynamic warm-up, boom, he's intense. All right, it's got done. I'm gonna go grab some weights now. I'm about to get the workout in. He grabs the weights, and then from here, I planned this shot out so that it can be a natural transition that you guys saw, right? This whole thing right here. See, he like uses the kettlebell and camera go together. Boom, we go into a natural transition into him going into the sled push with intensity. And then from there, he does the sled, reverse sled, pull / push. And then I just use a little rumble effect. I'll go over the effects here in a bit to transition him into a walking. Boom. So now, all right, he's getting tired, but the flow was helping him keep that pace, right? Boom. There's a little bit more of the flow product, a little branding of the shirt. And then we go into the landmine. Boom, landmine clean and jerk in down to a natural transition into the med ball. Boom, boom, boom. And then it finishes off. That's the storyline right there, essentially. And again, what's going to help you is if you already have something in the past, just reuse that as a template, okay? So now we go into transitions. And basically, if you're doing the storytelling, the simple split clips, it's enough until you want to get more creative, right? So look, simple split, boom. The Flow Pro picture that we're zooming in so that there's movement in it. This one's static. Boom, it's him taking the shot of the flow. Bam. And then it's him running. Again, simple, just split into the next clip. Boom. Movement. It wasn't until I got here where I started using the like a natural transition. He hikes it up. Boom. It goes up. As it comes down, we just, boom, transition it to here. Now, to make it more seamless, we use the effect that I have here from, it's called Pro Rumble. And it's basically just a little rumble effect, just shakes the camera. It just adds to that natural transition. You know, so if it was like without it, it looks good. But then with the rumble, it just makes it just a tad bit seamless. Very subtle. So like here, different angles, right? It's like a mid shot here, still a mid shot, boom, it's a close shot. And look, his hands are extended and he's pulling back. And then this shot of him on the side, that's a little bit more a close-up shot, he's still pulling. So you gotta make it congruent as well. You can't just be like, his arms are extended and the next shot, he's doing a movement that's totally not congruent and not seamless. So these are the things you have to be mindful of as well. He pushes through, and then again, I do a little bit of that rumble, and it transitions to him. Look at it. He's going right, and then boom, he's still walking right. It wouldn't make sense if he was walking left. As he's pushing right and he walks left, doesn't make sense. Right to right, boom. Keep it flowing. Keep the story going. Here, again, this was a filler shot. He's going left. It would have made more sense for him to go right, but it's okay because look, in your mind, he's walking right. All right, now I got to go back left. So these are the things to think about as well. All right, he's going left. Now look at this. His body's still facing left. You see the logo on his left chest. It's so subconscious, but that's what allows it to flow even better and smoother. So he goes here, we zoom out on it, right? Look, we zoom out. He grabs it, boom, clean and jerk. This was a handheld shot, so it has like that natural movement to it. Plus I wanted to do this natural transition again. As he brings it down, boom, I go down with the camera and I swipe back up and he's doing a medicine ball slam where he's coming up with it and smash, boom, smash, boom, smash. And then look, he's smashing what? Left. And I cut what? To the left. Would it make sense if he's smashing to the left and then he's on the next shot, he's grabbing on the right? Congruency. Make sure that you're flowing and it's seamless and it's like, doesn't make the viewer be like, what? That doesn't make sense. So yeah. So those were the transitions. And now we move on to the sound effects. I ended up purchasing on Black Friday from Ocular Sounds, I believe. I'll put it somewhere here on the video screen for you guys to see. Very affordable. It was like 30 bucks for like 4,000 sound effects just to level it up, right? So these are some of the ones I was using here. It was this tension stinger as an opener. Here we go. The camera shutters to transition, keep the viewer engaged. The multi-breathing from the male, the treadmill sound as well. And then I used a lot of sound effects. Here, this deep single hit. So when he's walking, if you hear it, as he's walking, check this out. So as he's doing the A skips, you're hearing the pa, bum, bum. Distant bell here. I don't even know what that song is. This little weight loss. So the sound effects also made that natural transition happen even more seamlessly. It just amplified that whole movement. Check it out one more time. And then you have the footsteps running in the snow because he's on the turf. It's so subtle, these sounds, but it helps push the story forward, like I stated before. Inhale, heavy barbell movements, the whooshes. You just got to pinpoint where all these things are, and then checking your sound database, what works for these sounds, is it congruent? And then once you start using them, you can start kind of like saving them for the next project, and you'll just have a database that you know how to work it. See, look, he smashes. See? And then the main music, guys, I use Epidemic Sound. I actually have to sign up with them again. That's where I got this song specifically. And then the cool thing about Epidemic Sound, guys, is that they give you the stems, which has like the drums, the bass, the instrumentals, the melody, the full song as well. And that helps with playing around with the tone of the video. You know, you could start slow and then boom, start going heavy with it. Slow it down midway, finish off heavy, and then at the very end, melody out. So you can play with the tone of the pace of the video. So Epidemic Sound is what I use. And it's affordable too. It's like $120 for the year, dude, where like lens distortion is like $500. Now, if you got that cash flow, do it, baby. You know, if you got those projects coming in, but I got other things that I got to spend money on. So yeah, guys, so that's the sound effects. Plug and play where you need to. Invest into the right sound effects, and it's gonna help you out tremendously. All right, guys, and then lastly is the color editing, you know, the color grading. So after you got everything finished and tightened up, all the sound effects, all the transitions, coloring is the last thing that I personally do. And I'm not like a super professional at it. It's just, does it look good? Is it congruent with the next shot? You know, the basics here. I like to use Motion VFX has one called like M Film, and right here, and that's the one I use because it's like, I don't know, it just gives me so much dynamic stuff. Like I can play around with the levels, the basic adjustments. You could add the LUT to it, vignettes. For this shot in particular, this is what it looked like without everything, see? And again, I shoot an S-Log 3 10-bit with my Sony a7S III, so it gives me more of that dynamic range when it comes to color grading. Yeah, but this was it raw, and then boom, this is with it color graded. And, you know, same thing here with him in the A-skips, raw, and then boom, color graded. Now again, not like the best at it, but it's good. It's good. It's still professional. When you look at it on the phone, it's high quality. And yeah, and then this is also something that I'm fine tuning as I progress in my videography career. One more here for you guys. This one, let's edit it. Raw. Boom. Subtle goes a long way as well. And yeah, guys, that is how we approach this video of Dom with the flow ads here. Let's just go over some takeaways real quick and wrap it up. Guys, the only thing I forgot to mention was the voiceover. We created a script for Dom to actually, you know, go over, and then we threw that into Adobe Podcast, which is like an AI voice enhancer, and it came out, and then we just overlaid it. That's all we did for the voiceover aspect of it. And so just the 3 takeaways I wanted you guys to take away from this video was 1, storytelling and batch shooting. Have a shot list ready for the project that you're going into so that you're able to batch shoot execute on all those shots that you have listed out, so that the post-production makes it a lot simpler than not having a shot list and you're just all over the place trying to put something together from nothing, essentially. Number 2, remember, keep the story moving forward with the correct angles, tight shots, medium shots, wide shots. Just make sure that it's moving forward, that it's congruent with what it is you're trying to portray to the viewer, the customer. It gives them value at the end for watching the video. And then lastly, number 3 is pay attention to the small details. The small details are going to be key when it comes to the sound design, subtle transition effects that you're using there, but don't overuse them. Pay attention to them, but don't overuse them, because sometimes it can be distracting to the viewers. It should add to the video, not distract in the video. That's it, guys. Those are my 3 takeaways for you guys for this video. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it and got some value out of it. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Got more content coming towards you guys. And till the next one, peace.